So today we're going to look at multiplying and dividing. When we were adding and subtracting, things had to be the same to be able to be added or subtracted. But when we're multiplying and dividing, we can multiply and divide anything and simplify. All right, so we have to remember that we want it in the simplest form. So if we see something like this, 3a times 4. All right, they're not like terms, but we can multiply them. We're multiplying the numbers in this case. 3a, 4 lots of 3a make 12a. All right, so 3 times 4, the a hasn't changed. If we have something like this though, 3a times 4a, that no longer says 4 lots of 3a. We've now got to multiply the numbers. 3 times 4 is 12. How many a's are there here? We've got a times a. And what does a times a equal? Good. A squared is correct. All right? So there are 2 a's. That's what that 2 signifies. All right? So if we look at this one, 3a cubed times 4a squared. All right? That's 3 times 4 is still 12. And that's 3 a's, and that's 2 a's. And when we multiply them, we get how many a's altogether. So 3 here and 2 here make 5. All right? There are 5 a's. Because when we expand this, we get 3a times 4a. That's 12 and 5 a's. All right? So we can multiply anything by multiplying the numbers, adding up how many of one letter, adding up how many of another letter, etc. So we could have something like this, 5a squared b times 2ab cubed c. All right, starting with the numbers, 5 times 2 is 10. How many a's? 2 here and 1 here makes 3. How many b's? 1 here and 3 here makes 4. How many c's? None here, but 1 here makes 1. Okay? So when we're dividing, we have to do the opposite. So we might have 12ab divided by 6a. 12 divided by 6 is 2. This a minus this one leaves no a's left and a b. But that's not a very nice way of writing it. It's much easier if we treat it as a fraction and simplify a fraction. So we could write this as 12ab over 6a, right? So 12 divided by 6 is 2. A over a cancels, no a's left, and a b. Now what you've got to remember when you're doing this is that you leave things cancelled where they actually are. What do I mean by that? So if we have 3ab over 9a squared, okay? 3 over 9 means we've got a third. So the 3 that's left on our answer will be down the bottom, underneath. That's where it's going to simplify to. We don't need to write the 1 for the 1/3. So we could say 9 divided by 3 equals 3, and the 3 has to go on the bottom because the big part's on the bottom. We've got 2 a's here and 1 here. So when we cancel this 1 with one of these, we're going to leave 1 on the bottom. And this b, he was on the top, so he stays on the top. Now, it's really important that they stay where they belong. If you get rid of everything, okay, so 2 over 6, 3 on the bottom. A over a squared and a on the bottom. B cancels with b, gone. We've got 3a left and nothing on the top, but we can't have nothing on the top. So when we have nothing on the top, we have to write 1 because we don't want it to vanish. We've got 1 of these things on the bottom. All right, so 1 over 3a. All right, have a look at the worksheet and away you go.